We will go to Keerthi. Keerthi, it's very inspiring to see a young girl like you being on the panel along with us. So good to see you. So, I mean, there are so many colleges, right? But each college has a USP. What you, as a female, how could you set that USP apart when it came to Vikas colleges?
Firstly, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I'm very, very delighted and glad to be sharing the stage with all the women leaders. Each one of you, as Srivalli Garu is telling, each one of your story itself is a inspiration, is a guidebook to what it means to women leadership and entrepreneurship. So thank you once again to Bhaskar Garu for giving me this opportunity. I have been very fortunate to have women as my direct managers right from the start of my career, starting from my on-campus job back in US as a library assistant manager to my internship and as a software engineer in 2 different companies in US, Expedia and GoGuardian. Throughout my 6 years of journey, I always had women as managers, and there's always something to learn from each one of them. They were very strong leaders, and I think that made me a strong person to pick up on the vision or to pick up on the passion that I want to have in my own lifetime. So the education that I'm currently taking up, this particular role, is also a result of that. I was passionate with education right when I was in my undergrad, because I came across Malala Yousafzai speaking about girl education and how important it is across the globe. So that's when I understood, okay, the root of a human being, and whatever they have to do, they have to achieve, whether good or bad, it all starts with what kind of education they get access to. So making education accessible to everyone across the globe is quite a challenging task, and I felt that is possible through technology intervention. And that's when I decided to resign my job back in US and come back to India for good. Because in our institutions at Vikas and even several other institutions, especially in tier 2, tier 3, in rural part of India, there is a huge gap between curriculum, education system, and the resources that are available, whether it is financial resources or the teaching faculty resources or the infrastructure. There's a huge gap between the education system that is in rural part of India versus the IITs, NITs, or if you see the abroad, other countries like in US. So it made me a very kind of clear picture on, okay, what is my purpose in life? So the clear definition is to make sure I be that bridge between industry, academia, and all the different other ecosystem that is across, especially India, to make sure we as educators or part of the education ecosystem make sure every single child is reaching to the highest human potential. They need to be equipped with the knowledge and skill set, and most importantly, confidence that they will be reaching their highest potential. So to your question, ma'am, as you were saying, the USP of Vikas is also pretty much that. Again, it's a privilege that I am getting to work in an education institution that is established by my father in '96. When passion meets your job role, then that's the blessing. I really count my blessings every single day that I'm getting to work in place where I'm truly passionate about. So day and every single day, when I interact with at least a minimum of 100 students to all the faculty members, it's always that every single thing that we do should make sure that students are becoming more and more confident, and that is only possible when they have that skill set. Skill set in terms of leadership, entrepreneurship, or the value system. Each holistic education is what we have to really focus on. As ma'am was telling, starting from diet, their health, to all the way, what is that they need to know in order to become leaders. Each of these aspects are being covered on a regular basis through different programs. We are stepping away from the typical academic curriculum that is designed on a global level across the country or across the state, to our own specific initiatives to make sure we fill in these different gaps. So I'm really hoping that our children of Vikas, or especially in rural parts of India, end up becoming the CEOs of global level and be able to lead thousands and millions of employment. And that's only possible when we have the strong support from different policy makers, industry leaders. So to all the business people or the industry people in this conference, I would really, really request you to invest in the education institutions. Invest your time, invest your mentorship, invest your guidance, invest in any way possible within the education institutions, because you are investing in the future of the country. And to all the students out here, I really, this is my advice to all of you is make the best use of the time that you have. During your education journey is where you get to learn, get to experiment, upskill, and also try on all the different possible ideas that you have to solve different problems. So do not let go of the time, because once it goes off, it will never come back. So that's my point.
Thank you so much, Keerthi. I think holistic education, I believe, is your USP. And I'm sure that's the need of the hour, because a lot of places we just see that people stick to books and it's the route method and stuff like that. But I think at the end of the day, what matters is how much they know about the world and how they are able to navigate themselves with their education into the real-time scenarios. Thank you so much about that. Now, my